I'm just a TARDIS, they call me sexy, and I'm floating through time and space, no big deal. Rawr! Rawr! I'm Godzilla! You will do as I say, now let me hump you. No, Doctor, what do we do? The Godzilla's got the TARDIS. Oh, get the sonic screwdriver. All right, Doctor, anything you say. Yay! Oh, I love you, Doctor. I know. At last, the King of Monsters has arisen from the depths once more. And this time, his mission is simple. To remove all memory of 1998's deplorable iguana-looking imposter into oblivion, and prove that America can make a good Godzilla film. So, was the big guy successful? Do kaiju shit on Monster Island? If you are a fan of Toho's original and the giant monster genre overall, I believe you will thoroughly enjoy Godzilla. It should be said that this latest incarnation is a bit of a slow burn, but not in a bad way. There is most definitely a gigantic buildup in anticipation before some of the more monster-mashing sequences in the film. However, I will say that when it comes to throwing it down, Godzilla does not disappoint. In fact, it delivers some of the most impressive disaster set pieces in a giant monster movie. Although I'm pretty sure Man of Steel fucked up more buildings. Comparisons to Jaws have been drawn out in regard to the whole less is more approach employed by the filmmakers, and I would have to say that's definitely accurate. I was reminded of Jaws a number of times during this film. I mean, for Christ's sake, Bryan Cranston and Aaron Taylor Johnson's last name in the film is Brody, an obvious homage to Roy Scheider's character in Jaws. The human element of this story, for the most part, is underwhelming, with the exception of Bryan Cranston's gut-wrenching performance. Taylor Johnston's character is fairly benign. I mean, he does his part in moving the story along, but there's nothing particularly special about his character. The rest of the cast does a serviceable job. Personally, I found any tender moments between Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen to be a tad twincesty and uncozy, because, you know, I keep thinking about them next year, in which they'll have to play Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, so it's a little Godzilla is shot like a beautiful nightmare. Scenes that capture such awe-inspiring and ominous sights are handled masterfully. Like, damn. Like flames engulfing a ravaged San Francisco as we follow a team of soldiers and their descent through the clouds during the Halo jump. Godzilla and the film's other creatures are very well animated, and the King of Monsters in all his majesty truly takes your breath away, all while reducing you to a giddy 5-year-old. And enough with the fucking fat shaming of this Godzilla, okay? He looks fucking badass. The son of a bitch has been dormant since the 50s. That's a pretty lengthy hibernation there. I would surmise he prepared for it. I don't know, if you were sedentary for 60 years, I would assume that yo ass would have a paunch too, okay? Now you're giving giant prehistoric lizards body image issues? You should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. If I had to voice one gripe with the film, it would be the misdirection on part of the marketing team. Every trailer put Bryan Cranston's character, Joe Brody, front and center. And those clips are pretty much the entirety of his role. Okay. Cranston is certainly underused. His story arc is also resolved with very little vindication for his character, who is widely regarded as crazy and obsessed. So, what do you folks think? Is Godzilla the return of the king? Or would you rather watch those shitty little velociraptors run after Ferris Bueller and MSG again? As always, leave your thoughts, comments, and urine samples below, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps us out, guys. You spread the word. We're very close to 20,000 subscribers, so that would be great. I don't know what accent I'm doing. I'm all over the place. And be sure to get your gorgeous little asses to aggressivecomics.com for the latest and greatest in geeky news. And until our paths cross again, stay geeky, my friends. We've got to do something. We've got to go back in time and destroy Godzilla. Oh, yes, Doctor. I think so. Oh, you're fucking hot, Doctor. Oh, no time to flirting now. Let's kill Godzilla. Okay, one more thought. Anyone else think that the mouths of all the monsters in Godzilla look like gnarly, busted up vaginas? Just me? Alright.